Hi everyone, Sandra from Scraps to Beauty, and it is Wednesday night. And if you're watching over on YouTube, this is a live stream over on ustream.tv, where I stream every Wednesday and Sunday night. And sorry about the dogs, you'll probably hear them in the background because they've been barking all day long. But I'm actually streaming from downstairs now, so you'll be able to hear them more. Yeah, that's true, Bunny. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, everyone. So, thanks for spending your Wednesday night. Next Sunday is the weekend, 4th of July weekend, so I probably will not stream on Sunday. But just keep your eye on Twitter, Facebook, and I will post it there. So, it just seems kind of crowded today, doesn't it? See if I can move some of this stuff. So I did get some things from Istencils from Patti's new stencil line. So of course I got the mermaid tails, and this is the 8x10. I forgot about the 6x6, so I'll have to go back and order the, as I definitely need the 6x6, the mermaid tails. Oh, Janet is home? Oh, cool. So when was she going to stream again? Do you know? We're talking about Janny. She's Monkey Island Business on Ustream here. So she's been away for a while. So they're saying in the chat that she's home now. So that's good. That's good. Yeah, because we have a little ATC going on. And so she'll be probably streaming probably next week, right? Maybe. So this is one of her new stencils. This is called Mermaid Scales. So, and then I did get this. This is the Punchinella. So it's a different size. I'm thinking about cutting mine up. Don't scream. But yeah, I might cut this up. I think it would be just easier to use, especially like in a journal and stuff. So, oh, she just tweeted she's home. Well, that's good. And then if you ordered one of her masks, one of her stencils, you got her. This was free. It was a free mask. So I like this part in here too. This would be good for crisscrossing like a plaid. You know, if you did like that and that. So, I did miss it, yes. And then the last one I got from there was this one. I love any flourishes and this lace pattern. This is a badass stencil, and this one is, let's say what it is. What's this in here? This one's called Vintage. Is that one that pretty? I love that one. That one's really pretty. Alright, so that was my haul from Istencils. So we'll stick that over here. And then today I went to my art store, had a 2-hour, let me bring in a little more, 2-hour free class from Schmincke. They had the Schmincke representative come, and they have a special teacher, Ed Brinkley, I think this is Ed Brickler. Ed Brickler is their educator for Schmincke. So it was really interesting. And I got 2 of these, which I'm going to give away tonight, so don't let me forget to give. This is their new 12 colors. So it's just a little swatch. So you can see that. It's just in it. It's pretty decent size, you can see there. So you can swatch these. This is their new 12 new colors. So I'm going to give those away tonight. So, and I'll probably fold this like this so it'll fit in a business envelope. So when you get them, you'll probably see them fold a little. So I'm going to give 2 away, 2 of those away tonight. Just remind me. And then they also, this representative is also representative for Chart Pack. And Chart Pack is a new paper line, I believe. And they gave us this cute pamphlet that tells you about the sizing, the grain, paper, texture. Yeah. And then talk about the marker paper. And they have a color pencil paper. So that was nice to hear about that. But the one thing that I really liked about them was, you know how Patti always talks about she doesn't like the wire binding? You know, Canson and some of them have the wire watercolor pads. Yeah, exactly. So this is their new, so Konar, they come out with a heavy, this is a heavy sketch paper they have. They have a cream drawing paper. They have a black drawing paper, heavy drawing, color pencil, pen paper, a Bristol vellum, Bristol smooth. But the thing I was most excited about was this. Can you see this? Grumbarker watercolor and the mixed media paper. Can you see that? This paper is called In and Out. It's called an In and Out pad. And so it does have the wire binding, but it's like those, like those planners that you can pull the pages out and then click it back in. Well, this is the same thing. So you can pull out your watercolor paper, work on it, and then click it back into the binder. So that I thought was pretty good. And of course they didn't have any because his order's coming next week. So when I get that, I'll show it to you. But I thought that was really cool. I like the way it just goes in and out like that. So, but that's what they're called, In and Out pads, In and Out pages. So, and they've got them in both the 140 and the 300. So, and then they have the same thing, marker, acrylic, vellum, that kind of stuff. So that was cool to see that they came out with that. And then they're talking about coming out with a travel size. I think they have an 8x8, which is pretty good, still pretty big, I think, 8x8 pad. But they're talking about coming out with a 5x8 for traveling. Yeah. Roll-a-bind, is that what it's called? I don't know, it's just a regular wire. I don't have one here to show you. You know, just a regular Canson that has the wire binding. The roller binding, is that what it's called? But it's not, it's the same thing, but it's a snap and click. Like, you know, the planners, they've got those pages that you can pull out and then you can push back in. So that's what these are too. Hi, CB. Talking about the new pad. I'm going to show it to you when I get it. But they're called In and Out pages. So you take your watercolor page out and then put it back in, which is great because, you know, sometimes if you're working on your journal and then all of a sudden you've got one page that you just absolutely hate. Well, you can just pull that page out and gesso over it, or just pull it out and throw it out. And then this other paper now is called Indigo Art. You can see that? It's handmade paper from India, and it's made from rags, like t-shirt material. It is made from, it's called cotton rag. I got all my notes here, so let me read my notes so I can get it straight. And Jean will probably flip it. She saw the way I took notes. So this is, let's see, this is their 125th year anniversary. And let's see, he was talking about all the different ages, like in the 1940s, their warehouse, their art, building had got burnt down from the war, and it took them 7 years to rebuild the factory. So that was back in 1947. And then they said the way that they do their, they fill their pans, and he says nobody else does it. I would like to know how Daniel Smith, I wish Sarah was here, how Daniel Smith fills their pans. So what he says is they fill them 4 times. So they fill them a little bit. Then he says it takes 3 to 4 months to fill a pan of watercolor paper, watercolor. So they fill it, let it dry, fill it again, let it dry. So they go through that process 4 times. So I can see why Schmincke is it is top of the line and pretty expensive, but I mean they do, have good quality. So I really like their watercolors. I love that and the Daniel Smith. But that was, he says nobody else does that. And from the shrinking, how it shrinks down. So hi Tam, Kimberly. So that was interesting. Like I said, I would like to know if Daniel Smith, how many times do they go in and out? So, oh no, that's terrible, Eileen. Oh, I wish her well. Hopefully it won't be too serious. And then let's see. So when they first started out, they had 110 colors, and now they have 140 new colors. So then they talked about the pigments, and they talked about, the transparency, which is cool. A lot of things I didn't know, which was nice. If you're looking for a yellow that's an opaque yellow, it's called Turner's Yellow, which I should have gotten it, and I completely forgot about it when we went there. And then they talked about their watercolor paper. You know, I never really thought about it, but the oils in your, and my camera's going to keep sliding down, so remind me. I got to keep flipping it up. I have to fix it somehow. It's just not. Hopefully it'll stay there. They talked about the oil from your hands. So, like if you're doing a watercolor, especially in your book, and so you're leaning your hand on your other page, even though it's the back. So say this is my watercolor paper, and it's flipped over in my journal, and I'm leaning my hand while I'm painting like this. The oils from your hand will go on that. And then eventually, you know, 10, 20 years, whatever it is, will seep through and come on up. So, because he had showed us a paper that where he did a watercolor sample, and then where's my pencil? So when he had his watercolor in here, right? And so from here to here, because people were handling like this, you could see all this was all yellow and all oil. So what did I buy? I was good. I only bought, I bought this, which I'm going to talk to you about this. And I bought four new watercolors. That was it. And that's all I got. I really want the pad, and he didn't have the pad, so he said I'll have the pad next week. So, hi, Gail. So that was interesting to see that, because, you know, you think, oh, that's, you know, you're only touching it for, you know, a little bit, but it does matter, the oil from your hands. So that was pretty interesting, because I never even really gave it a thought. And then let's see, what else did he say? So I talked about the in and out paper, so that was really good. And then, I mean, he talked about a lot. He talked about different sprays. Like, I didn't know that they have different sprays. So different sprays, if you want to add glitter to your watercolors, you could spray the glitter in there. They also had a spray called, so it's called Glitter Shine, S-H-I-N-E, Aqua Shine, it's actually called. A-Q-U-A, and then S-H-I-N-E, Aqua Shine. And so it also, if you want to granulate your watercolors, you know, some do it automatically, naturally, but if you want to add granulation to some of your watercolors, you could actually spray that in there. So, let's see, what else did he talk about? Then he talked about this paper, which they're going to be getting, I think he says it's going to come in August. And so this is the new, a lot of people, when they talk about watercolor paper, from what he said was they call it cotton rag. He says there really is no cotton rag paper out there. People like misuse that term, he says. So what this actually is, let me see if I can show you here. So this is paper that's made in India. And can you see this here? These are two women, and what they're actually doing is taking fabric, leftover, they go to, I guess, to the factory and get leftover fabric, t-shirt material, and they actually shred it. They shred it, and then they put it like in a paper, what do you call it? It wasn't talk about products, but it was also talk about the different things of watercolor that Schmincke does and the properties of them. It was very interesting for, 2 hours, but so this is their new paper that's India, and it only can be produced 9 months out of the year, because 3 months of the year they have the monsoon, so there's no way to dry the paper. And he had a sample, but they were all gone by the time I got there, so they're supposed to send you a sample. But it was pretty interesting, and it's so thick. I mean, and it's just weird. It's like I don't know. It's kind of weird. Let me see what if it shows you what it is. So this is it's all done by hand. So you can see they all have to be hung dry by hand. And then, so they're coming out with a pad. So you know how when you get the big sheets, they're like 18 by 24, 22, whatever they are. And they're all deco edge on the edge. So they want to make a book. And they're thinking, well, how are we going to do the book? Because when you do the book, you'll have one straight edge, and the other 3 will be deco edge. So they came out with this book. So here's what the book looks like. And then they have it, so it's not perforated. I forget what he called this line, but when you tear it, it gives you that deco edge. So then all 4 sides will be deco edge. It was very informative, funny. I really liked it. So this is what I'm talking about for the in and out paper. Let's see. So the in and out paper has this, right? but you'll be able to pull the paper out and then push the paper back in. So it's just like the planner paper. You know, those ones that have the round rings where you can take your paper out and then slot it back in. So yeah, look for that. I thought that was really interesting, the in and out paper. So I definitely want to get, yeah. And he said that this paper, if you're looking in your art store, because I think that's where it's probably going to be, and it's called Indigo Art Papers. And the big sheet, the one that's like 18 by 22 or 24 or whatever it is, the cost is only $8.88, which I was kind of shocked for it being handmade, because handmade papers, they run anywhere from like $18, you know, on up. So I thought that was pretty good. Hi, Holly. So I'm interested to see. So as soon as they get that, I'll bring that in to show you. But yeah, so it was really interesting. And yeah, so the only thing that I got was, now I don't know if anybody else knows about it. So now there goes my camera. So I'm going to have to keep flicking it. I can't get it to stay stable tonight. Hold on. Sorry about that. It's going to be wobbly. Is this Mulatto? It's actually masking fluid in here. You see that? So we're going to do some tonight. So I'm actually going to take a piece of watercolor. And they have two different tips. This is the 2 millimeter. So it comes in 2 millimeter. If you can see that. 2 millimeter and 4 millimeter. So did anybody ever use this before? Is this something new? I don't know. Hi, Shells. Oh, that's right. Sorry. I'm so used to calling you Holly. I don't know why I call her Holly. I just do. But is this new, Eileen, or is that something that's kind of old? So we're going to put some on, and then we'll try it tonight. He says it's nice because it's thin and it, right, it's small enough. It's got the little ball in there. You have it, Bunny? So it's not new then. So let's just, I'm just going to do some, and then we'll put some paint on here. All right, so we'll let that dry and then see what happens. It's been around, really? Yeah, I never heard of it. So, yeah, so it's art masking fluid. You know, I have the other one, which I never use. This one that comes like this. That's the fine line masking fluid pen. But I've never seen this. And like I said, it's in 2 millimeters and 4 millimeters. I like that it's nice and thin. So, all right, so we'll let that dry and then we'll put some color on there. Right, so that is, oh, so let me show you. So I did get the Opera Rose in the Daniel Smith, because now my art company is, my art store is carrying the sticks, watercolor sticks. So I have that, and then my other, I only bought like 4 new tubes of paint. So that was all I got. So I got the Schmincke, I swatched them already. So you probably can't see this. This is the white. You can see it there. It's an opaque white. It's titanium opaque white, which I didn't have. They are funny. I'm not, yeah, I don't know. Then I got this color here, cobalt violet hue, purple. You'll like this one, Eileen. Praline green, kind of like a hunter's green, kind of like. Then I got this one, the Ruby Red Deep. Oh, and I forgot to write what this one was. This one is, what is this one? Oh, Ruby Red Deep. I forget what this one's. Vermilion. I think this one's vermilion. It's kind of like a coral red. Die cutting. Oh my gosh, Joan. She's the die cutting queen. Saying like, there goes my camera again. I don't know how I'm going to keep that up tonight. Oh, sorry that I didn't do that last week. Yeah. So I'm hoping it'll, see how it keeps sliding down. I have masking tape and duct tape on it, and it just doesn't want to stay tonight. All right, so I'm going to say that that's dry. So let's put something on there. Let's see. So I'm going to take my oxide. So let's see what we got, what color we got to use here. So let's do broken china, this one, and yellow. Where's the yellow one? Well, and then I'll show you my cards from Sunday. Oh my gosh, I love the rusted ones. Oops. Blue, yellow. All right. So that's worn lipstick. You can see that. Worn lipstick, fossilized amber, and broken china. So I'm excited to get the new ones. The new ones look nice and vibrant, don't they? I'm going to spritz these. And then I'll just... I'm going to add a little more water. Oh, I see. I must have some brown still left on my thing. All right, so there's. We have that. So we'll see how well that works. Let's try that. Pecan. Although I don't know if I could dry that masking tape. I'm not going to do that. And let's just add this other color on top again. Yeah, see, it still had some color left from last time on here. All right, so we have that. So let that go. Oh, and I didn't bring baby wipe. Hold on. All right, so let me just get a baby wipe, which is over here. What happened? The right size. Oh. All right, so let that dry. So these were the ones that I did last Sunday. So if you want to see those, I love these. They're kind of like what do you call it? Rustin and patina like. So I did those two. I really like the background on this one. This one's really nice. Then I did this one with the gears. And then that one. So we did those four. We did some other backgrounds, so all we need to do is, let's see where those are. Let's do that there. Thanks, Eileen. Yeah, I really like those. So here's one I did previously. So if you bought the turtle stamp, this is one way you could use the turtle stamp. I actually did the background with the Distress Oxides and then stamped the turtle twice on here. And then I have this little saying, and what I did was I just cut it up, and it says, advice from a sea turtle. Swim with the current, be a good navigator, stay calm under pressure, be well traveled, age gracefully, and spend time at the beach. So I just cut that up, and that's what's along here. So like that. And then I put stickles. Oh, with the gold paper? Yeah, I love that one, yeah. That's like my favorite. Those are favorite. One of your craft friends was here playing today. Come in. She liked those cards. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's nice. All right, so then last week, so let's see if we could take this off. See what happens. Oh, no, it's still wet. The watercolor paper's still wet. So what I did was we took the stamp. So took this stamp. This is Sudsy Stuff from Technique Junkies. So we actually took the dauber and added the Distress Oxides here. Want some of that gold paper? That's Tim's gold paper, yeah. It's foil paper. It's really nice. I think I'm going to go back and get another pad. So did I finish? So we did this with the blue, green, and yellow, and then that's how I came up with this background. So you can see that. And you can see how we did that on the last Sunday's show, if you want to see how we did that technique. So then we did 3 of them. So that was the first print, and then you can see how nice and dark it is. Then we did a second print, just spritzing it, and then it actually got a third print out of it, which is a lot lighter. I made you order that one. Sorry, CP. All right, so I also wanted to show you, like that. Thanks, Jennifer. How you could also watercolor with these. So let me see if I have a block. I should have a, yeah, here. I want to bring you in a little bit closer so you can see. I bet. No, I haven't. Bring in one more, I think. Yeah, there we go. All right, and so we'll do the background in the blue. We'll do the green turtle. I think I'm going to do the green and the olive green. Let's see what it is. Hi, Jane. So you don't need a lot, so you just need really just a dot. So not much, oops. Not much at all. You can see I just really just put a little line on there. Green, and let's put the, and then I just take my water brush. I should have got a paper towel. And then I'm just going to wet this. You can see that, and you just pick it up and add it on here. I need actually a little more. And then we'll add the this other color in the back on the flippers and stuff. So you can see how nice and bright that is. Even though these are the pastels, the colors I think are still pretty vibrant. Add some more in that. So that's the green there. You can see the green. And then give me just my wipes. Do I have my wipes? No. And then we'll do some blue for the background. And that's how I watercolored the mermaid too. I'll show you that. So you can be more deliberate if you want the colors darker in one area, lighter in another area. Thanks, Eileen. So there. So you can see that you could just watercolor just as well with them too. So look pretty. Put more up here. All right. Done with that. Right, so I did go ahead and put some tape on these beforehand. So let's put these down. Let me move you back out. And see, there goes my camera now again. Like, come on, can you stay up for me? Why doesn't that want to stay? Alright, so I already put the tape on these. So who's that? What are you talking about? Hi, Monique. She's abusing you. Aww. Alright, so I have this one. This one's going on here. This one's going on here. So I'll be excited too. The water class, they're going to try to do an all-day swatching watercolors. So that should be fun. I want to try to get that class. All right, so I'm just going to add the tape. I add the tape already to this. Thanks, Eileen. Of course you love the green. There's Janet. Hi, Janet. Glad to have you home. Yay, Janet. Here she is. Everybody's excited for you to be home. If you missed it, you'll have to go back and watch the recording. I was talking about my Schmincke 2-hour watercolor class. And they came out with a new pad. It's called the In and Out pad. It's really cool. I wish they would have had it in the store today. Alright, I'm going to add this onto here. Let's get the tape. Yeah, if you came in late, you've got to definitely go back and check the watercolor. What I was talking about, the Schmincke watercolors. They're really cool. Hey, Tammy. Now you can wear your, oh yeah, bossy pants is coming out. So you have to rest up. Probably were busy the whole time you were away. Oh, I hope I have my stickles too. Put some stickles on here. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna add this. I think I'm gonna pop this up. Which way do I want this? Maybe like that. So I'm gonna get a piece of cardboard. You know, I always use my cardboard for my pop dots. You ordered 2 of the favorite cotton rag today, but is it really cotton rag, Dorothy? Because like he was saying, there really is no cotton rag out there. Is it from the indigo blue papers? One there. Didn't miss anything. Alright, so let's glue this on. I'm just adding a little piece of chipboard in the back here. Oh, your cat? Aw. No, but clearly states it's cotton rag. I wonder, because that's what he said, that a lot of people say it's cotton rag, but it's really not cotton rag. So, just wondering. So like I said, they're actually, this is too big, actually shredding the cotton t-shirts to make the cotton rag paper. Hi, Lori. All right, and then we have this one. I think I'm going to put this one. Let's see. Like this up. Something down this way. I'll put this one this way. All right. You survived. So you know they're all going to want you to stream tomorrow. Hi, Rebecca. Well, thanks everyone for popping in, hanging out with me tonight. Yeah, she's back. She's back. You probably have tons of mail to go through too. Most rag paper is 25%, not even sure. Yeah, you'll have to go back and, let me just, I'll have to go back just to show Janet while we're here. Just take this one out. They were talking about, in the class that I went to today, and they're talking about these papers here. They're actually from India. See this? It's called Indigo Art Papers. And they're actually shredded from fabric. Thanks, DB. She loves the background. So you can see here they actually take the fabric, like t-shirt material, actually anything that's cotton fabric, and actually shred the fabric and then put it through like you would your regular, you know, emulsifier thing for, you know, to do the paper. Hi, Brenda. And then they do everything by hand. So they, you know, dunk it in there, rinse it out, dry it, blah, 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 and then they hang it up here so you can see that it's all dried out. I wish I would have had the little sample to show you. And then they're also making a book, you know, so that has deco edges, and then you can actually tear it so it comes with a deco edge. They're really cool papers. So, and the other thing he was talking about too is how to prepare your watercolor paper. Sorry about my camera. I just can't. I don't know why I can't get it to stay tonight. Sorry for the shaking. Hold on one second. It's really bad tonight. I was talking about soaking of your paper too. Does anybody soak their paper? I know a lot of people, like Jean, she tapes her paper down, but he says if you're going to soak your paper, if it's 140 pound paper, it should be soaked for no longer than 5 minutes. He actually sets a timer and he does it for 5 minutes. If it's the 300 pound watercolor paper, he sets a timer for 8 minutes. Did I get the circles in the background? These? This here, the little circles, that's the actual stamp itself. So that's this one here. Sudsy stuff. See? It comes with the circles like that. Yeah, I need a water gum. Yeah, I do tonight. I didn't have that problem last week, so I don't know if it's like too humid and the tape is just not sticking. I don't know. Let's see if this works now. So Janet, we were talking about, they came out with, Molotov came out with this new, well, I think it's new, but Patti says she has it already. It's the graphic art masking liquid. So it comes in this really thin, so you can see I swirled it on here before we did the distress. So let's see how it works now. Oh, he says you need to do it with a, he says you shouldn't do it with your finger either because of the oils with your finger. So you should actually do it with an eraser. Oh yeah, look at that. Can you see? But now look, some of the color got underneath the masking fluid because it's tinted. You see that? Yes, links are open, Dorothy. Yep. See? Look how nice and thin that masking fluid is. It's really cool. And like I said, that was a 2mm, and it also came in 4mm. Yeah, it comes off great with the eraser. It says you definitely should not use your finger because of the oils in your finger. I forget what he said about it, but he says you should not take the masking fluid off with your finger. Use an eraser. See, look at that. Look how nice it is. I like that it's nice and thin. But see now, some of the color, unless I'm just not rubbing, no, some of the color, it did seep through the fluid. Maybe I had it too thin, it maybe not, because I ran it like quick. There we go. Probably because it was wet in the fiber. Yeah, probably. Probably because it was wet. Yep, and the fiber soaked in there. But look how cool that is. Look. So yeah, so it's new to me. So I don't know, maybe it's not new to everybody else, but Molotov masking liquid in a pen, so which is nice. So you don't have to worry about it, because I know in the fine liners you don't have a little ball to keep it fluid. But since it has that little ball in here, he says he uses it all the way down to the end. He's never had a problem, he says. So something else. Something else that you guys can get. All right, so let's put our card on here, and then I'm looking for my stickles. Let's see if I brought my stickles down here, because I really love these stickles on my turtle. Well, I have this lime green one. It's not really the one I'm looking for, but yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Oh, this camera is going to drive me crazy tonight. I'm going to see if I have masking tape so I could... I'm sorry about the camera tonight. It just does not... Hold on, I gotta get masking tape. You post the link for the paper, tweet it to me. And I even like put... You should see how much tape is on here. It's like ridiculous. Alright, so let's see. So hold on, it's going to be a little rocky. A little rocky. This is what's falling too. Is that tight enough? Hold on. Alright. Alright, hopefully that'll work. We'll see. It's kind of crooked too, isn't it? Kind of crooked. So I'm going to push this up a little and over. Alright, we'll see how that works for now. Alright, so we have that. So I only take one side off so that I can measure to where I want it. And then I wind up taking the rest of it off. duct tape on it, Kim. I do. You should see how much duct tape is on there. And it's still sliding. Alright, so there is our first card. And then I really want my other, let me see if I can find my other, what do you call it? Stickles. So I can put that on there. Just hold on a second. It's not really one. I have one that's kind of like a green color. I don't see it here. But I don't see it. This is just, this one's called Diamond. So I'm actually just going to put that on his, I'm going to put the green on the seashells. I'll put this on the bubbles. Hey, Jean! I was just talking about this new masking fluid in a pen from Molotov. You'll have to check it out. It's really cool. And then I was talking about the in and out papers. You got to check that out. Alright, so there's the stickles for the bubbles. Hi, Grammy. Couldn't get in the chat. You're here now. Alright, and then I have some green. Like I said, this is not really the green I wanted, but we'll do. I'm going to put that on the shells. So there, just a little stickles on there. It has been around for a while? Wow. So see, I didn't know. So Jean says it has been around for a while. So there you go. There's the little stickles on there. And then you could do the same thing like with these bubbles in here. I think I'll put some little stickles in there. And I can keep going crazy with stickles, so. So there we go. So that's our first card. And this basically is the same. Just got different backgrounds. Let's put this one on. In and Out Papers. It's by let me see where it is. Hold on. Let me get it. I'll get it. 1 second. Let me get this down and then I'll get it for you. Oh, thanks. Yeah, the stamps. I love the bubbles and that. So this is the wrong pamphlet. So it's, I don't know if that's the name of the company, Chart Pack. You might look under that. But the pad is actually Grumbacher. So it comes watercolor. It also comes in mixed media too. But I like the idea that you could take it in, take it out and then put it right back in if you want. Or like I said, if you don't want to touch it and you want to, you don't want to touch your other side of your paper pad, you can pull it out, paint on it, and then push it back in. So yeah, they're called In and Out, and it comes in the 140 pound and also the 300 pound. So hope you can get that. Grumbacher. Watercolor, and it's called In and Out Pad. Yeah, and that's by, I don't know if that's who has it, Chart Pack. So you can check that out. Alright, so let's do this other one. Rainy. It was beautiful here today. No low humidity. It was so nice here today. Pocho. So thanks everyone, popping in, hanging out. If you're watching over on YouTube, appreciate it. All right. So there's another one. I'm going to stick this one. So yeah, I want to do this. This way. Decisions. Oh, let's see. I kind of like them swimming. I'm going to put them this way. I'll put it like that. All right. Hopefully we're good with the camera now, I hope. Yeah, I'm waiting for the new distress ones. I think they said it's supposed to start shipping next week, so that would be nice if they were. I love the raspberry one. The raspberry one was nice. The blue, was it Salty Ocean? I really like that one too. That one was nice. All of them. I mean, he did his swatch. Tim did a swatch when he did his video. They're really bright. Love the turtle? Yeah. Cute. And they came out with some new ones. I gotta look it up and see what the new one is. That kind of goes with this sea theme. I got an email, but I didn't really get a chance to read it. I'll bring them to Maryland, so in case you guys want to stamp some, you can. Won't be long now. I'm excited too because in 2 weeks I'll go to Finn's class. So, and Finn's class I think is Monday and Tuesday. No, Tuesday and Wednesday. But the class is over at 2:30. So, and it takes me like 3.5 hours to get home. So I'm thinking probably like 6:30-ish. So if I stream that night, it will be just to show you what I did in Finn's class. You ordered your Oxides? Yeah, they're cool, aren't they? I really like them. I like them a lot better than Distress ink. It just seems to me like there's, I mean, you can watercolor with the other ones too, but I don't know. This one just looks more like watercolor than the regular Distress ones. And then I'm excited. Eileen, did you see Seth is coming out with his new products next week? So if you go to Seth's blog, I think all next week, every day he's got some, so I'm just going to have to add stickles to that. All right, so there we have our second card. Moving right along. So I don't know what I'll add on this, maybe a mermaid or something. So let's do a different one. So let's see. I'll have this one with jeans. We should do this one. I'm going to put that on there anyway. Let's see what other one I have. Oh, I like this one with the birthday. We'll do that one. You love Finn's classes? You have to buy all our impasto paints. Yeah. I want to use them again, but use them more with a palette knife because they're so thick. I really like them. And you just know that instead they are so thick that if you're going to use them like in your journal, really you need just like a little dot. You know, they go a long way. So this was a background that we did last week, like Sunday, and then just did a stencil over the top of it. Yeah, Patti and I are doing the Tuesday class, and then Patti's not doing the Wednesday class, so, She's so inspired. She is. She's really nice. I like her. You see her? She's in India right now. She's so lucky. She travels all over the place. Alright, so we have that one, and I'll either put a mermaid. I might put a mermaid. I have this mermaid too. I showed you this card last week. And then see what happened here? This looks like a little jellyfish. What happened was when I went to bring my water over, I dropped a big dot. So it was just a big blob. And then I made a little jellyfish out of it. So that's what happened there. Because when I was teaching their class, they're like, well, where's the jellyfish stamp? I'm like, it's not a stamp. I drew that. All right. And so what other ones should we work on? This one. This is the one from Jean's stencil. Let me put some tape on that. Yeah, we're going to be doing the rust canvas, so that'll be nice. I want to bring some metals, either some mermaid metals and seashells and stuff, make it more rustic like that. And then the other one is, I think it's a journal book. Same thing with the rust. And then the second day is it's not rust, I forget what it is. But it's cool. It's got like little houses and stuff like that. Yeah, jellyfish, yeah. Because I was like, oh, I ruined it. I got this big blob on here. What am I going to do? So that's what I did. I put the jellyfish on there. Yeah, Michael's really stepping up, isn't it? Now they've got the Distress Oxides in there, and they've got her some of her products in there. Alright, so this one opens this way. They're not at Hobby Lobby. Distress Oxides? No. My girlfriend works there, and I asked her, and she said no. They just redid Tim's wall, so she said they probably will not be doing a new one for him yet. What is it? Finnemore's coming to, oh, the crafty set. Oh, that's nice. In August. Oh, that's good. You're new, not plain. Is that what you want to be called, or would you like to be called by your name? So then here's another one that I did. So you can see I did just the red and pink and yellow. And then I just took a stencil and added this stencil paste that I got at Tuesday morning. It's called Firefly Stencil Paint. You can see that, Firefly Stencil Paint. It's nice, it's thin, and it's kind of transparent, because if you put it on thin enough, you can still see the background of that. So, if you live in Texas, you should hook up there with CB. Alright, so then I'm going to watercolor her, but we'll put her on, but I want to put her on a piece of cardboard. Yeah, her class, I think all her classes sold out at the Queen's Ink. They go pretty fast. Oh, you're Bobby. Okay. Oh, you're CB's friend. Oh, well, hi. Now, what do you like so much about, oh, you're together today. Well, hi there. What do you like about Wendy Vecti's embossing paste? Because isn't it pretty much like the texture paste? It's kind of like light and airy. Gotcha, CB. Did you guys craft today? Hi, Sky. Alright, and then I'm going to add the tape on this. The colors they work so good. And Wendy Vecti's paste. So remember, I won't stream Sunday. Maybe you could talk Janet into streaming Sunday. Although I won't be there. So she'll have to stream. Maybe you'll have to stream early. Oh, that's what you like about it, yeah. Hi, Vicky. We're supposed to, but after eating lunch and trip to Michael's, spent the rest of the day chit-chatting. I'll get this one off. Oh, you're talking about what I bought. Alright, so I'm going to put this one, I guess I'll put it right in the middle. Yep, Janet's home, Vicky. Yes, she is. Alright, so then I have that card. So then I'll just have to watercolor that. Isn't that a cute one? With the little stars. So we got that done. So what else? I have this one too with the little painting artist. I thought this would be good with big splotches on it. I don't have my big splotch. So what else do we have? Do I have one that's all green? Remember we did the little cactus too? I was thinking maybe we could do one with the cactus. I don't have anything that's contrast enough. You tweet, thanks, Dorothy. Alright. I don't have another turtle. Maybe what I'll do is I'll stamp another turtle. We definitely need or another mermaid. Let me see if I have another mermaid. So here you can see I also watercolored with the Distress Oxides on this one. So that's the purple, and then I did the yellow for her skin, and then this is kind of the vintage photo for her hair. See how nice they watercolor up too, which is nice. Alright, so let's see. I'm looking for a mermaid. I have some stamped already, so I'm just looking to see where my little pile of mermaids are. And if you're wondering, these are Andrea Gomell's stamps that I stamped with. Where's my mermaid? Let's see. There are cute. I like this one too. Little warrior. There we go. Little fish. And then I did a couple more. This one's nice too with the purples. That looks cute. So I wonder if we could reactivate. Let's see if we could reactivate that one. Some water. Let's stick those up there. So I'm going to spritz this and see if we can get it to oxide. Have I tried sealing the Distress Oxides yet? No. Oh, that's a good point. Thanks for telling me, Gail. So also the guy at the at Schmincke class, he said if you're wanting to seal your watercolor, you know, it could move if you put too much of the sealer on there. So he said the best way if you're going to try to seal your watercolor is put your watercolor like this. Now, it's going to be hard for me to show you. But instead of spraying like this, say I'm spraying my watercolor like this, he says to stand back like 3 feet and shoot the spray out so that it drops down, so that the mist drops down on your watercolor. And he says every time he does it in light spurts, and it never has changed his watercolor. Because if you put too much, you can get like blooms on your watercolor. So I thought that was a good point that he said. So you want to make sure that you keep your watercolor flat like that, then stand back like 3 feet, he said, and then hold the can straight out and then spray it straight out. So now the mist is just falling down. Hi, Allie. So, and light spurts is what he said. All right, so let's try this to see if this will move again. It should. So we'll see. So you can see that, because it's not permanent. So there you can see. Yeah, that is good to know. Even, you know, for anything, if you're doing charcoals or pastels, because when I spray my pastels, I get too close, and so I lose the brilliance of like my pastels. So I'm anxious to try that, to spray that and then just let it drop down on it and see what it is. You'll get my walls of paper away. That's true. Well, what he says he does, he goes in his bathroom and he puts it in a big giant box in his tub, and he does that. And he says before his wife gets home, because it'll be all over the mirror, he says he has to wipe it down with Windex. Sleepy has all the secrets. What did she say? I missed it. What happened? I missed it. Yeah, but do it outside then. I mean, I would do it outside, and then I would just try that and just let it drop down on it. I think I thought that was a really cool tip. So there was a couple of good things that, you know, I mean, he was trying to sell product, but still, he had a lot of information, you know, that you could use. And then, I forget, he was going to tell us how you get blood out, you know, out of watercolor, and then he never did go back to it, and I forgot to ask. But, yeah, he was very informative. So it was a good class. So yes, you can see it's starting to oxide again. So you could keep re-wetting it all the time. She has no secret. She says she's an open book. Now, Vicky, are you not the one that loves alligators, are you? You can see. It's Cajun Vicky. Are you the same Vicky? Aw, hi, Miss Allie. All right, so we'll let that go over to the side there. And then let's see. So we have this, that one. Well, let's do the watercolor one. I wish I had I have my watercolor blots, but I don't know where it is. Spraying the yeah, that's not good, Monique. All right, so I'm gonna put this on. Let's see if I have any paper around, green paper. Here we go. I'm going to add this on here like this. See if I have another piece that I could, yeah, I can. All right, so let's add this on. Oh, you're not that Vicky, okay. Gator Vicky is Vicky, oh, Vicky BR. Yeah, I always get you guys mixed up. Right, Baton Rouge. Oh, that's how I have to remember it. Yeah, Baton Rouge. Aw. All right. Got that down. Spelled this in, yeah. All right, and then we'll add a little piece on here as well. I actually got to text Jonna too last night for a little bit. So she said she's doing good. She's still trying to declutter. She says she thinks she has to move again. So, but she says all in all, everything is good. So if you're wondering about Jonna, she's doing good. Alright, got this one. I talked to her too because we're supposed to try to go to Florida in August, so I'm trying to see if I could maybe hook up a day with her. Alright. Oh, well, isn't that cute? I like that one. So let's put the piece of cardboard on that. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Joan? Thank goodness for that. Alright, so I'm just cutting another little piece of chipboard. Now, CB, are you going to Patti's for Monday night for the barbecue? Are any of you guys going to go for the barbecue? Gail, are you coming for the barbecue? I'm trying to see who's coming on Monday night. I wonder, Kathy and Gail, are you guys going to be at the barbecue? I want to see who's coming. Oh, you don't get in until Tuesday. Yeah. I thought maybe Tam was trying to change it to come on Monday. Yeah, it does. It does, Joan. I thought if the room was, yeah, that night. Yeah, see, that's my same thing too. I don't. I'll have to find. So can you change? You are, Tam? So are you staying at the hotel that night, Monday night? Because I'm looking to see who I can room with Monday night. Gail, if I can get another Monday night or something, do you want me to call? You'll have to PM me. Let me know. Oh, you have plane reservations. Got ya. Oh, no. Be careful, Monique. Better go. All right. So let me have that one. Oh, that one's cute. I like that one. So you can see how the Oxides are totally different. I mean, I love them. I love going from like this, from a sea theme to a birthday theme to the rustic patina theme. So I still love that. My favorite. That one's my favorite. You're still you're to call and ask if you can be with. All right, let me know then. Yeah, tweet me or Facebook me. Yes, you're driving. Oh, okay. So, all right. So let me see then if I can call and see if we can get an earlier reservation then. I'll do that. Be too late. I'll do that tomorrow, and I'll let you know, Gail. And where are you driving from? Is it far? So I'm gonna stick that like that. That looks cute. So maybe we'll even do, I might have, let's see if we have another background. Maybe we could do a background on top. It would be great to, oh, good, Joan, because you'll be there, right? Because you're coming when? On the 15th? I forget when you're coming. All right, so I'm going to stick this, I don't know if I'm going to stick this in the middle. Let's see if I have another black card. Aw, Brenda, how are you doing? That's okay. Glad to have you. We can get a room with a sleeper for Tam. Yeah, that would be good. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check into it tomorrow, and then I will let you know through Facebook exactly what happened. Alright, so I think we're going to try another one. We'll put, we use the mermaid scales from Patti's stencil that I got, and stream that over that. We fly on the 23rd. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's a busy week for me. The Finn's class, so I have Finn's class Tuesday and Wednesday. Then I come home Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then leave again Monday to go back to Maryland. All right, so look how cute that is. So I'll put some splotches and stuff like that on there. So let's see if I have another one of these that we can do the mermaid scales over. Not that, maybe this one. That's the only blue-green one. Oh, here, I have this one. Let's take this one. And so you see, it does reactivate, so they're not permanent. So you can see that. All right, so let's take this, and where is my mermaid scales? You're taking, yes, an in-person, yes, Vicky, yep, with Finn, I have, Patti and I are doing Tuesday, we're doing 2 classes, a canvas and a book, and then Monday, what did I say? No, yeah, Wednesday, then Wednesday I'm doing something else, I don't remember what it is, but, all right, so I'm going to use the mermaid scales on here, and let's use, let's see what this green looks like. Yeah, she's so nice. I really love her. Like, that's iced. Yellow. I don't know if I did this one. Yeah, here it is. You signed up for the online class? Yeah, I didn't do the online class. I want to see what this color looks like. Let's just see. Oh, it's kind of, oh, that's nice. Look at that. Maybe we'll just do that, do like circles. I wonder if I have a circle punch here. No. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut a circle here. Hi, Carrie. Anne? I'm actually going to cut a circle, kind of like an oval maybe. That I only stamped here and there, kind of like in an oval shape. So let's see how that looks. Kind of my idea. Let's see. So it looks like that. Cute. You don't have to take Wonderlust? Oh, you wonder it with Wonderlust. So she's in part of that. Right, and then I'm going to do one more up in here. Oh, it's on our website? Yeah. I did the very first one. I think that's why I didn't sign up for that one. Oh, look how cool that is. I'm going to add a couple more, I think. There we go. Oh, yeah, that looks cool, doesn't it? I want to get the smaller one. I don't think I'm gonna have to. I don't think I can wait. I might have to order it before I get to Maryland, because this would have been good in the 6x6 one. All right, so let's. Been playing with the Prismacolor water soluble pencils. Oh, you do? Do I have that, Eileen? I have the Caran d'Ache ones. Do I have the Prisma ones? Eileen would know. I don't know. Alright, so let me see. I want to see if we could get a mermaid tail on here. So I'm looking for some book paper. Gotta have some book paper around here. You like that? Yeah, I like that too. So I'm just look see if I have some dictionary paper around here. So hold on, talk to yourselves while I look. I should have a book somewhere. Hold on. Let's see. Just fast forward a couple seconds, a couple minutes if you're looking over there on YouTube. Just looking for some type of paper I could use. So now this is where I'm going to say, oh, see, now it's upstairs. Oh, I can't believe I don't have any dictionary paper down here. Hold on, I'm looking. Some paper. That's good. Oh, I found one. Hold on. Found one. There we are. No, I don't. I have the Caran d'Ache ones though, right? Alright, so here's a dictionary paper. Just tear this one out. Colors are great. Same. Oh, that's good. Alright, so I am going to pencil. So let's draw a mermaid tail, kind of. Something like that. That might even be too big, but we'll see. We'll see what that looks like. What happened? Welcome back, Jean. Tail is just a tad too wide. Yes. Eileen knows everything that I have. Alright, I'm going to have to trim this tail down a little. do it like this. Do it like this, and then I've got some coral. Let's do that. An iPad. So this is stamps designed by Ryn, R-Y-N. And so this one is coral set, and you get 3 little corals. So need some orange. So I think I'll use the big one and then the little ones. Camera's slipping again. I can tell as soon as I see that this little gray area right here. It's slipping. Thanks, Jennifer. So do you have enough ideas for the turtle? Because I know Jennifer bought the turtle stamp. That. Let's see. I'll do the little one. Is it too big for ATCs? I don't think so. Because I would cut part of it off. We'll do one. I'll cut a size 2.5 by 3 so what we can see. All right, and I'm gonna do this medium one. I'm just gonna do my fingers. So see how cool that looks on top of there? Maybe I'll do one more this way. So now, are you there for like a week, Jean? Like, why are you there? Holiday? Or are you just going just to visit? She's always on the ball, isn't she? All right. So we got that. We got our little mermaid here. So let's let me put some blue on here. We'll do a little blue and some purple. Like purple. Too much water. All right, I'm going to dry that. Kind of wobbly. And some Patti mermaid scales. Okay, heat gun. So put that on there like that. So I'll do the mermaid scales in, I think in the faded jeans. Let's do it in the blue, dark blue. Now maybe try to use the rest of this up. Alright, so I should do it in the, yeah, I think in the blue. Put that over there. Oh, and her, see, now I wish I had the 6x6 in her stencil. Where did I put it? Here it is. Let's see how we're going to stick this. I'm going to go to like there. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that looks good. Alright, so we have that on there. Very cute. And then I think I'll just do, let's see. And then we'll have to add some stickles on here for sure. And I gotta remember to bring my bottles and a glove down here because I have that upstairs. Hopefully this weekend I can move things around so that this way I'll be streaming down here better. I gotta move all my stuff from the front. I'll have to show you. Maybe I'll pan it before I leave tonight. All right, so we have this on here like that. Let's see if maybe I put this in a little. I'll have to just stick it in there like that. All right, so we need glue. See if I have a scrub. I'll do it on the back of this. There we go. We should have spritzed this first before I put it on there. Now it's too late. Thanks, Travis. Thanks. I might try to hit it with just some. I wonder if I could just tap it with this. Let's see. Just want to get some bigger blobs like. Let's see. All right, we'll see how that works. Super cute. Thanks, Bunny. All right, so we'll let that dry. You can see the dots there, kind of. So we'll let that dry for a little bit. Maybe I'll just do the heat gun. See, like that is too much, and I don't have the paper towel. That little dot right there. It's too much. Oh, darn. Let's see if I have, there we go. Let's just sweep that up. Yeah, I'm not a card maker. All right, I'm just gonna blot this and see what happens. That's a little bit, not much though. All right, so let's put this on a card. He's my shirt. I can. It's a good shirt. Like, I should have probably taken it off before I even came on. All right, I'm gonna mount it on that tape. There it is. So once you get your backgrounds, like we did a lot more cards than we did Sunday night. Right. I should have let it dry on there a little more, but all right. All right, so let's stick this one on. Go. I'll stick that on here. And then I'm going to put stickles on that. Definitely need stickles. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's a really good shirt. Like I said, I should have taken it off before. It's got embroidery and it's got little seed beads on it. I'm like, yeah, I should not be crafting in it. That's for sure. Now, don't jinx me. We're almost good. I better not do any splats now that I'm thinking about it while I have this shirt on. So. Remember when we did the newspaper ones? We did something similar like this, and I did the little pig, and we did the dogs. That was, I like that. I like those cards. I should have made copies of those. Yes, when Happy Diane, she always says, stickles. She always sings it. I'm not a singer. Stickles. All right, so let's see. For mermaid tails, let me see what color I have. Maybe we'll use the purple here. So, oh, this one's stuck. Funny, Jennifer. Yep, Happy Diane, she always sings her stickles. Then maybe what I'll do is I'll do the lines that I have the tail, the scales in. This is old, you can tell. It's there. So let's see. Hard to see some of these. I'm going to guess that that's that one. So no surprise I used my mermaid scale stencil first. Why? Why am I an enabler? I should send the tail in a different color. What did I make you guys buy now? Oh, the stamps. Purple's not a color I normally use either. I hardly ever use purple. Alright, so we have that. Cute. I probably will stickle the outside of this as well. I like to outline my cards too. And stickles. Stickles. Yeah, I'm not a singer. You don't want me to sing. So can you see that? There we go. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Oh, well, I should have used liquid pearls. That's probably what I should have done. And done the little dots like Frank Garcia does. Oh my gosh, I love that. He does that. And he's so fast with it. So when these dries, hopefully I can send these off to Dee Dee. I'll keep a couple, and then I'll send her the rest. So you might get one. Oh, we gotta stop after this. I want to give away those watercolors samples. Oh, it's stuck. With the crazy googly eyes, I love doing the googly eyes on there. Oh, thanks. Thanks, CB. Yeah, I love stickles. Alright, there we go. So a nice stickly page. So there you go. So you can see the stickles on that. Okay. Alright, so let me show the cards one more time, and then we will do the giveaway. Let me clean this up. Choose you. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to show you. So we did this one, the mermaid. That one's wet. So let me move that over there. And this is the one we did, the very first one we did, the turtle. Well, so let me measure this for you. You'd have to probably cut it off. Oh, I don't have a ruler here. For your 2.5 by 3. Let me see if I have a little card I could do. Hold on a second. I just want to show her what her 2.5 by 3 would look like. Because ATCs are, it's a 2.5 by 3.5. 2.5 by 3.5, I believe. I love the turtle card. So see, you would have to cut. Oh, dry. Oh, it's almost dry. You could do your turtle, but you would have to cut part of him off. So you could still stamp them on there. It still would be cute. You know, it would be like this. You would have to cut this part off. And so that would be your whole ATC. So I think it would be cute. And then you could put a little, you know, little sentiment here, you know, dream, fly, whatever. Swims, swim on. But yeah, you could do it. I would do it for ATC, Jennifer. So see, so that's that one. So we did that, and then what else? So these are the ones I'm going to be sending Dee Dee. The turtle one, I'm going to send her this one, the mermaid. I probably will send her one of these. This. I'll have to finish these. The birthday one, I'll finish. Send her that. Here's another turtle one that we did. I got to put some more stickles on that. And I'll send her this. One of these. Thanks, Eileen. This one's a little shaker box. See, that's got some little like glitter in the inside of it. And I watercolored her also. Thanks. And then I'll do these other cards. This is with Jean stencil. So I still have like three more cards to fill out to give her. And then I'm going to keep one of these. These are my favorite. Did I ever say that? I really, really, really love these. So I'll probably keep one of these, and then I'll send these others to Dee Dee. So I'll send her the 2 flower ones, and they were like so easy to make. And I'll probably send her one of these heart ones. So, all right, so those were all the cards that we made. I'll be sending, plus I'm sending her my Care Bear ones too. I showed those the other day. Let me show, I have them right here. Let me show you real quick. So I'll show these really quick. I should clear up my desk though. It's a mess. So that you can see. Alright. Thanks. Thanks, Cindy. Alright. That one's still wet. Clear this out of the way. Alright, and then get rid of this. So my camera's slipping again. Slipping. Oh, darn it. So remember we made these a couple weeks ago. So I'm sending Dee Dee this one. And this one's big, like a big business card. These came out so big. Then I'm sending her that. And then I have these, already these in a box to go. I love this one. So I wound up cutting them shorter so that they would fit. And then these are with Seth's thighs in the background. Thanks, Vicky. So then I'm sending her those. And then these are all my Care Bears. These are like the very first ones like I ever made. I mean, they're like over 10 years old. Because if you see, before I found the punch, now I do my bears with a little punch. So they're made with cardstock eyes. But these I just did with a marker because I didn't have the punch at the time. So here you can see. So I have these cute little bears. I'll just go through them real quick because then Dee Dee will go through them. So then there's that one. A cute little bear. You love the dolls, the Chinese dolls? Yeah. I love them too. I want to do the little ones. I haven't had a chance. I'm bringing them to Maryland, CB. So if I have a problem, you can help me. And there's that one. Cute girl. This is, you can tell how old this is. This is old basic gray paper. And then I got that one. This one with this fat little tummy. And then this one's just got a little butterfly on it. So I'm sending those to Dee Dee. Alright, so if you're into watercolors and you want to win these samples, they're just samples. They're just little samples. And like I said, I'm going to probably bend them when I send them. So they're just these. They gave us free samples, and I already have one of these. And there goes my camera again. This is like so annoying. Stay. Stay. Alright, so they're just little samples, watercolor samples, but they're the new Schmincke colors, so you can see here. And they give you a nice little, it's a pretty good dollop of it there. So, the bear's meant for you. Oh, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Okay, you'll help me. Good. Alright, so there's just 2 of these. So, we're going to do the, I need a pad. I got to bring Bunny's pads down because they're upstairs. Let's see. I need a pencil. paper. Oh, and here we did the alcohol inks on the on Tim's paper. I'll take that lighting to go. And once you let it dry, it didn't move. But if you tried to move it right away, it did move. So up there it is. You can see it there. And so see, it did stay. As long as you let it dry, it stayed. So that's kind of like on glossy paper. All right, so I have 2 to give away. So here's how it goes. Oops. Stick that there. There's the paper here. So it's going to be 1 to 100. You have 1 guess. The first person closest to the number that doesn't go over. 1 to 100. What else? And I always do mine different. I always type in the chat ready. Then I go set. And then when you see the words go, that's when you put your number in. So, and we'll see how long the lag is too, because since I'm right here next to the modem, the lag should not be very long at all. So let me get this set up first. And I'm going to pick the 2 numbers right away. So let me get the random.org on my phone. Random.org. Okay, so we'll be ready to go. All right, so let's see how long the lag is. If it's really long, that'll be interesting to see. All right, put your numbers in. You should be able to get your numbers in there. So let's see. Everybody got their number in there, and it's just for watercolors. So if you're interested in the watercolor, that's what I'm sending. So. All right, so I wonder how long, does everybody have their numbers? Because everybody seemed to get their number in pretty quick. So I'll wait like another 15 seconds, and then we'll see everybody have their number in. So once I push stop, then that'll be it. I don't see anybody else typing in. Laurie, lag for you was 35 seconds, so okay. So then it's still pretty long because upstairs it was about the same, wasn't it, Jean? So it's so weird. If I'm like right next to the modem, it shouldn't be that long. All right, so a few more. Ready? Stop. Okay. That's not your first rodeo. That's true, Travis. Okay, so here we go. We're going to pick the first number. 19 is the first one. And then I'm going to generate the next one. 91. Gosh. All right, so let's see who is the closest here. Let's see, 19 and 91. 1991. 11, I see Tam with 11. Well, Lynn's got 13. 91. So it looks like Lori, anybody got higher than 88? That looks like Lori. And then I only saw 13. Anybody higher than, what was it, 13? Oh, why does it do that? You'll help me. Help me, I need help. Oh, my thing doesn't want to go tonight. Let's see. 13. Who was higher than 13? Anybody? I don't see anybody higher than 13. Oh, come on. So Lynn looks like was closest to 19, right? And then Lori for 88. How's that sound? Lynn and Lori. Thank you, Janet. Okay, so Lynn and Lori, I'll send these out, so make sure you email me at Scraps to Beauty at AOL for your address, and then I'll send these out tomorrow. Ugh. Scraps at AOL. There you go. Scraps to Beauty at AOL. Yay. Alright, so you guys have any questions? Are you welcome, Lynn? Alright, so then I will not see you on Sunday, most likely. Look at my tweet, though. It depends. I mean, and then also for Wednesday, so I'll have to let you know. Just follow me either on Instagram or Facebook. So, yes, I will let you know about the room for Monday. Yes, I will, Gail. Yep. Yep, I'll post it on Facebook. Oh, you're welcome, Lori. All right, so don't forget to send me your address. Have a good 4th of July, a safe one for you guys here in the U.S. And oh, you're welcome. Thanks, everyone. All right, and then I will see you next week, hopefully. Thanks, Grammy. All right, bye, Rebecca. Bye, Kimberly. Bye, everyone. Night.